Your career pathway in the U.S. Navy is full of milestones.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Inspiring.
You don't want to let anything derail your career.
Especially a drug test.
And that's why we're here to give you the info you need about prescription opioids.
The opioid crisis we're going through now started in some cases with perfectly legal prescribed drugs taken for pain. Unfortunately, opioids are powerful and addictive.
Opioids are drugs made from the opium poppy plant. You may recognize drug names like morphine, codeine, and Oxycontin.
Synthetic opioids that are chemically made to mimic natural opioids include fentanyl, as well as heroin, which is illegal.
Opioids relieve pain by breaking down and attaching to proteins in the brain called opioid receptors.
A person's perceived pain is reduced, and a relaxed and euphoric feeling can occur.
Side effects include drowsiness, confusion, nausea, constipation, and slowed breathing. In high doses or in combinations with other drugs like cocaine, opioids can cause death.
It's a huge problem in the United States right now. The CDC reports that the number of opioid overdose deaths increased 71% each year between 2013 and 2017.
That's quite a jump for synthetic opioid overdoses in just 4 years.
Fentanyl is especially dangerous. It is 80 to 100 times more potent than morphine. Illicit fentanyl can cause death in an amount as small as a few grains of salt.
And many users don't even know that the drug they're taking contains fentanyl, which could explain the steep rise in deaths.
You are probably wondering, how is that possible for legal drugs to become illegal?
As long as you use your medication according to the prescription, you're okay for your drug test.
It's when you start abusing the medication that it becomes illegal.
Maybe a sailor has had a really bad sports injury. They got a prescription last year, and when they started to feel better, they stopped taking it.
Let me guess. The rest of the bottle is still in the medicine cabinet at home.
That's right. And when that pain returns a year later, they think,
I don't have time to go to the doctor. I'll take the rest of the prescription. It worked last year.
not good. And it could be a problem for a drug test.
Did you know that prescription drugs must be used within the time frame and for the prescribed purpose? When finished, any excess drug should be returned to the pharmacy or disposed of properly.
Navy policy requires that you report any new prescriptions from a civilian doctor within 10 days.
There is a push to avoid prescribing opioids to prevent addiction and abuse. See if there are alternatives for your medical situation.
There are 4 important messages every sailor needs to remember about prescription medications.
Take correctly,
Report promptly,
dispose of properly,
and never share.
don't let one medical issue become a bigger health problem or ruin your career.
Use prescription medicine properly.
If you think you might have a problem with prescription medication, you can self-refer to a qualified self-referral agent for treatment before it adversely affects your career. And for civilian friends and family, there are healthcare professionals and treatment centers out there to help.
Using any illicit drugs or abusing prescription drugs is risking your career and your life.
It's just not worth it.